Brilliant, brilliant catch of the tournament so far. Darren Sammy.
Half and all he knows is it's big stick right in the middle. Yeah, just right there. And he's done it again. Is he got enough of it? You betcha. Oh, raining sixes and home the ballpoint button. So powerful.
All right, Darren Sammy.
Yes,
Darren Sammy, thank you so much for doing this.
my pleasure.
Are you ready for your questions?
Fire away.
I got you biryani, you refused to eat it. Why?
Well, I did not refuse to eat your biryani. I just thought, like, I just came back from shooting today, and I ordered. Have you heard me speaking to the duty manager? I said,
That guy, yes.
tell them I'm gonna be delayed from my room for the next 15 to 20 minutes, so don't cancel my order. But it's my last day here, I think, like I said to you, and my belly has gone really well with the Pakistani food.
Mashallah.
Yes, alhamdulillah. But you know what? Yeah, maybe next time around, I'll sure have a bite of your biryani.
Okay, great. Next time I'm going to bring it. Probably when you're starting your trip and not at the very end.
Yes. Plus, to be fair, I've had a lot of biryani whilst I'm.
Yeah, I'm sure. I'm sure you have actually.
Yeah.
It's like the national dish. How is your trip going, or it's ending? How was your trip?
It's been an amazing trip. You know, obviously, my main reason was cricket, and I'm really disappointed that the PSL got cancelled, or rather postponed, due to, you know, the COVID situation. But you know, my mom always said there's a blessing in disguise. So every disappointment, you know, there's a blessing round the corner. And the blessing for me was, you know, I got to stay back and enjoy the parts of Pakistan that normally, if I'm here for the PSL, I would not enjoy. And you know, kudos to, you know, MG. Javed Afridi and the Peshawar Army team, Malam Jabba Resorts, you know, they made that possible, and I got to travel up north. And you said you've not been up north.
I haven't. And
so you see, I'm probably the.
You're more Pakistani than I am.
Yeah. So I got to enjoy, you know, the beautiful places of Pakistan. You know that being a cricketer probably you wouldn't get to enjoy.
So that leads to my next question. Your one favorite place in Pakistan everyone like me should visit?
Well, I just told you.
Malam Jabba is it?
Malam Jabba Resorts, you know, up in Swat.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was truly indeed a drive worth it. It's far.
Yeah, it is.
But it was, at the end of the day, when you see the resort, it's really, really worth it. I've been told there are other places, so maybe every time I come here, I'll make it my duty to explore somewhere new, you know, and it's a different side to Pakistan that we as cricketers don't really get to see.
Interesting, that's true. Your favorite Pakistani food?
Listen, I've tried the biryani, I've tried whether it be lamb, beef, whether it be chicken biryani, the veggie, I've tried it all. Other dishes that probably I don't remember the name, but you know, I got to go with Javed Afridi's dam pork.
Oh wow, interesting.
Yeah,
Did he make it?
Well, it's a Peshawar dish.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, being that the franchise is representing the Peshawar region, the KPK region, man, it's an amazing dish. But I don't know, I have to try to make Javed and the Pakhtuns understand when somebody say, no, it's enough, it means no.
Of course.
No means yes right now.
Of course no means yes.
So I'm trying to figure out, do they want me to go home like a roly-poly? They're giving me all this food, but I must admit, the food here is great in Pakistan.
Have you not met the Punjabis? They get angry if you say no.
Oh.
Yeah. You're lucky you spend like...
Well, I probably will get a very small plate.
So no Lahore Qalandars for you, basically. All right. If you had to play, leading from Lahore Qalandars, if you had to play for any other team than Peshawar Zalmi, which one would it be?
I'll be coach like I'm doing now.
Okay. So no other team, just Peshawar, is it?
I'm Peshawar to the blood, man.
Oh, wow.
To the bone.
So coaching or batting?
Obviously, I would enjoy batting or playing more than coaching. But after, all good things must come to an end, and then you start another journey. So I'm starting a new journey in coaching, and I've actually thoroughly enjoyed it. The season was going quite well until the cancellation.
So more cricket questions. Peshawar Zalmi is doing well with the batting and was currently in the top 4 teams with 6 points. Do you think that its bowling side is a bit weak and needs improvement?
No, I actually think we have the best bowling side in the competition. Peshawar Zalmi's strength has always been the bowling department. But this year we've had, guys that really step up with the bat. And we were playing on pitches that were like ridiculously good. Credit must go to the groundsmen. The surfaces been prepared for T20 cricket. Excellent.
Who do you think would have been your toughest competition had PSL gone on?
I think all the teams. We don't single out one team. I've never done it as a captain. Now that I'm a coach, I would never say, oh, this team is better than this team. We respect our opposition. Before every game, we plan and we discuss our strategy. And I guess now that I'm not playing, it's up to Captain Wahab to go out and make sure the plans are being executed. And when that is done, I feel good as a coach.
As a coach, exactly.
Yeah.
Your favorite PSL memory?
I've had a few, to be honest. Obviously, winning PSL 2, was amazing. And it was actually my first time in Pakistan. We did it in the Gaddafi Stadium in Lahore. But I remember one game that I got man of the match against Quetta in Sharjah, where I damaged my PCL, and then I came back on one leg and got my team home. That was really, really good. I also remember taking a catch of Hassan Ali to, I think, Babar Azam, diving full stretch to my right. That was really good as well.
That must have been nice.
Yeah. But the PSL in all have created some really, really good memories. And just seeing cricket being played here, the fans, when Darren Sammy steps out, it feels like I'm playing in my backyard in St. Lucia.
Oh, nice.
So yes, I've built some good memories over the years.
That's really cool. Which emerging player in PSL 6 is the most promising?
You saw Danny out. I think he played for Multan, fast bowler. He instantly got called up, I think, in Pakistan Test squad. We have a young fast bowler from Swat, Mohamed Imran, left-hander, young but very skillful. I envision probably in 2 years he would be in the Pakistan setup. Pakistan continues to produce these fast bowlers that could play probably in any international team, and the talent is truly there.
Okay, so rapid fire when it comes to, you mentioned Shahnawaz Dhani as well. So one word for Shahnawaz Dhani.
Confident.
Javed Afridi.
Wow. Javed Afridi, how would I describe him? One word? Smart.
Shahid Afridi.
Boom boom comes to mind, but Shahid Afridi, I would say entertainer.
Yeah. Babar Azam.
Stylish.
Imran Khan, the Prime Minister.
Imran Khan, it's one word comes to mind, leader.
Leader.
Yeah.
We've heard you call Javed Afridi boss. Why?
Because he's the boss of the franchise, But the good thing about Javed, and I think there are people who are bosses but can't relate to other people. I see him, yes, he's my boss, but I also see him as a friend. I have that level of respect that that is who he is, but we still get along like, we could share a joke and laugh and not cross the line, I'm a very straightforward person. Coming from the Caribbean, I could tell him how I truly feel, and he respects that, and I think it's vice versa.
That's nice. Okay, I have a bunch of other cricket questions, but I really like what you're wearing. What's going on?
Yeah, being here in Pakistan, I've partnered with Bandana, which is a small company, that's of Pakistani heritage, and we've partnered to bring out the Darren Sammy collection, which is more
nice.
athleisure, and Bandana really, modeled itself as being, the company who does the softest fabric in the world. And trust me,
Soft?
I love my chocolate skin, but when I match it with Bandana, it just complements it
Nice.
very well. And this is the logo for
That's
Darren
really cool.
Sammy. Throughout my career, I've played with 88 on my back, but the designer really, intertwined the 8s.
Oh, that's really cool.
Yeah, you can see it could be hot
Yeah.
upside down. So it means, and the brand simply represents passion, power, and pleasure.
Okay, so I'm wearing a mask, but I can smell something. Also, it smells really nice. Is that a new cologne? What's going on there?
You're spilling out the beans.
It's right there. What can I say?
I just went upstairs and Darren Sammy and Asghar Ali, partnered. And Asghar Ali has a long history of producing some good quality perfumes, and I'm really happy to partner with them. And we're gonna come out with the Darren Sammy cologne.
And it's men only, or?
I'm chocolate man. I'm Clara's boy. I cannot do something and exclude the ladies.
Yeah.
The
They're
ladies.
really mad.
So there is men, for men and for ladies. And I'm telling you, the scent is just amazing. We probably looking to launch just probably after Eid.
Oh, cool.
Maybe in June thereabouts, or when PSL resumes. So hopefully, everything is fine, and the guys at Asghar Ali are working really, really hard.
Okay.
I can't wait to share it with you guys.
Yeah, I'm excited. It'll be fun, especially June, hot weather. Cologne is very important. I think it'll be great.
Yeah.
All right, back to cricket. Okay, you and Wahab Riaz came under fire for apparently breaking the biosecure bubble. What was the real story behind that?
I wouldn't say we broke the biosecure bubble. I think, this is new territory for everybody. It's like, when I read the news, it seemed like Wahab and myself left the hotel and ventured out. We were just at training and we said hello to our boss. It was simple like that, but then by the time we realized what had happened, we got tested, and we did 2 COVID tests, so did the boss, and we were negative. And I could tell you from that day onwards, Peshawar Zalmi was really strict to the books, and if you notice, none of our players tested positive during or after that, and the tournament definitely was not called off because of me and Wahab shaking hands with our boss at the cricket ground.
Makes sense. In an interview, you said that Pakistan has some of the best bowlers. Which bowler would you be scared to face?
Current or in the past?
Let's do both.
Well, I will give you a funny story.
Okay.
When I made my debut for West Indies in the Champions Trophy, I remember Pakistan playing West Indies at the Rose Bowl in Hampshire, and they were opening with Mohammad Sami and Shoaib Akhtar. And I saw Shoaib Akhtar bowl a bouncer to Brian Lara and hit him in the head, and Brian fell back, probably almost unconscious. And I was 19 years old then, I was sitting next to Dwayne Bravo. And I literally questioned whether I wanted to play cricket again. Shoaib Akhtar did that to me. But now,
Have you ever told Shoaib Akhtar that?
I met him 4 days ago in Islamabad, and I gave him that story.
And what did he say?
Yeah, he said, man, yeah, that was the day. But he said Brian, the first ball, Brian clipped him for 4. I guess that was his response.
So Shoaib just got angry, basically.
Yeah, but no, it was a joy to watch the Royal pin the Express coming down with his hair flying like this. So yeah, Shoaib Akhtar with the pace.
And current?
Nah, nobody.
Oh, nobody.
Even now that I'm not playing, I would put on my pads and just go, and the fast bowlers, try and hit them out of the park.
We're waiting for the next one then.
Yeah.
You've been given an honorary Pakistani citizenship. What Pakistani name would you like to adopt?
Well, my friends from Peshawar has given me a name. It's Darren Sammy Khan Shinwari.
Khan Shinwari. And what about a first name?
First name? I think they will have to just accept Daren. That's the name my mom gave me.
Yeah.
And I'm Clara's boy, so I wouldn't change that. But I could add on to the back end.
Okay.
But I wouldn't change the first name.
All right, so if we had to add on a name to Shinwari at the end of that, what would that be?
I don't know. I would have to send a poll. I'll let my fans decide which name.
Maybe Chaudhary or something, so that, let's go to Lahore Kalandar style, Punjabis, no?
I'm sticking to Peshawar.
All right, so it's
don't get this thing mixed up.
I'm not trying to bring you to Lahore Kalandar, but maybe.
Although I love the Lahore Kalandars. The owners are very good friends of mine.
It's an interesting team, I have to say. Yeah. What fitness secret you swear by?
People might look at me and say like I'm fit, but I'm not. I can't train by myself.
Okay.
I need my trainer with me or a partner there to push each other, and I believe there's always one more you could do. When you think you burn out, push yourself one more.
Do you work out daily?
At home, when I'm at home, yes. Monday to Friday with my trainer every day.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I hope I pronounced this correctly. Dale Stein? Recently said that PSL is more rewarding than IPL, which is more money oriented. Do you agree?
I don't like when people compare. At the end of the day, it's still an opportunity to play cricket and showcase your talent. Have I enjoyed playing in the PSL? I've thoroughly enjoyed it. Have I enjoyed the Pakistani people? I have. But I've done the same in the IPL, just like I've done in St. Lucia, playing for the St. Lucia Zooks in the CPL. But each tournament brings a different feel to it. You understand? But at the end of the day, the game itself don't change. But I did understand what Dale Steyn was saying. There's, you go to the IPL where it's like he was saying, is so many foreign players, and you don't really get the consistent play, with so many guys vying for those 4 spots. Unlike you come here where it's only 6 guys, and the focus is more on you playing, so your focus is more on cricket. So I did understand what Dale was saying, but I don't like to say this league is better than this league. I don't think it's fair to the game.
Okay. So Peshawar Zalmi is a really good team because it has a lot of ambassadors. Like, it has Myra Khan, it has Esra.
You think so?
Yeah.
You think so? I know where you're going with that, but I will just say this to you. In 2016, I think, when the league started, everybody probably fought Lahore, Karachi, Islamabad. Probably these are the big cities. Nobody fought like Peshawar Zalmi, who'd be like the face. I would say the Peshawar Zalmi is the face of the PSL.
100%. I actually agree with that.
So nobody fought that. But I think kudos must go to the brains behind the operation. Firstly, the boss, Javed, the coaching staff in Mohammed Akram and his crew, and the players that have passed through, and the culture that, we created, from Shahid Afridi, to myself being vice captain, Mohamed Akram, the senior players, Wahab Rihaz, Kamran Akmal, the culture we created. So anybody who comes in, whether it's a new person, they're coming into a stable culture that is, we fight for each other. You know, and because of that and the way we've played, our fan base have went skyrocketed. But also the people you don't see. You only see the cricketers, you see Javed, you see the coaches. But the people you don't see, like the guys in marketing, the creators, you know, the guys organizing the camps. You know, there's one Stanley sitting right here. He's been with me throughout my trip here, you know, around Pakistan. All these little guys you don't see behind the scenes, they are the heartbeat of Peshawar. And it's something, you know, I captained for 4 seasons. It's something I've always been preaching. Teamwork makes the dream work.
No, I agree.
And I think of last week I had this conversation with Javed. I said, for me, the hallmark of Zalmi is everybody understanding, whether you the chairman or you the massage therapist, it's a circle. The chairman without the players don't have a team. The team without the players don't have a chairman. The players without the massage therapist can't recover. You know, everybody plays their part. The marketing team, without them, we don't have this fan base. They put in the content out there. And they can't get the content if the players are there. So it's a circle. And once we understand that, it becomes, that's why we are Peshawar Zalmi today.
I agree. I think the music is great. I mean, you guys really understand.
I'm telling you, it's
social media. You get it.
We have the ambassadors.
Yes.
You know, we have the shine, the stars. So
let's get back to the ambassador ladies, if I can, right? You've got Isra Halima Sultan, which is like the queen for Pakistan also. Then you've got Mahira Khan, which is also our local queen. I think Hania Amir as well, if I'm not mistaken. So if you had to pick somebody to go out, let's say for lunch with or breakfast, and you're having like good Pakistani food, and somebody who, if you say yes, you say no, that means yes, in the sense that, you know, you have to eat more or whatever. Who would you pick?
But I don't think they would be eating too much. They would, you know what I mean?
So Mahira eats quite a bit actually, in a good way. Yes, I think.
Is it?
Yeah. We went to school together.
Oh, so you see, I don't have this information. I don't know if you're telling me this.
No, so my point is, but let's say you want to get to know somebody better.
Okay.
In a good way.
I think there's a level of respect and professionalism that goes into everything Peshawar does. You know, so there's the marketing has its job, the players have their jobs.
Totally avoiding the question.
I'm not avoiding. I just don't understand what you really ask.
No, like in the sense that if you're going out for lunch, I mean, you could be
which
like,
one of the ambassadors are we go?
Yes.
Well, I guess whichever one is available for lunch at the time. And they want to go out. I'm not like, it's a lunch.
It's just a lunch.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Again, avoiding the question. Okay. Wasim Akram or Waqar Yunus?
You know, I just saw Wasim Akram there.
Okay.
Yeah, so, but I'll tell you this. Growing up, after Curtly Ambrose, and it was Curtly Ambrose and Courtney Walsh, and then, you know, Wasim Akram and Waqar Yunus. That was it for me.
That was it for you.
So and then actually I've worked with both of them, and you know, I made a statement, I think last week or 2 weeks ago. To this day, if you notice, Pakistan produce more fast bowlers than batters. And I think it's still because of the impact Wasim and Waqar had on the generation.
Which cricketer has made you starstruck? And I would say not when you were younger, when you were older, like when you're like a seasoned cricketer, you're starring yourself, but who is it that made you starstruck?
Brian Lara.
Yeah.
He was my hero growing up, and then when I made my debut, like he was like my captain. I used to be in my room like when I was like 16, and I saw Sachin Tendulkar played, like he made his debut at 16, and I'm like 12 or whatever, and I'm saying, wow, imagine I could become the first St. Lucian to play for West Indies when I'm 17 or 18 years. I could be actually playing with Ambrose, he'll be like 35, and I could play with Lara, he'll be like in his early mid-30s, and I could actually play with my idol. And it so happened, I didn't get to play with Ambrose, but I played with Brian, and like I was like, yeah, looking at him starstruck.
That's super cool.
Yeah.
That's a good story. If you weren't a cricketer, what would you be?
I think my mom wanted me to be a pastor. Yeah, so growing up I used to like preach in church and stuff like that. But yeah, you might find that hard to believe. If it wasn't that, but from a tender age, cricket was all I saw, honestly. It was like my way out of life.
Very cool. I like that. That's a great answer.
Yeah.
And I mean, just leading in from that, because it's a nice answer. Your parents wanted you to be somebody else. Your mom did. You decided to be something else.
Yeah.
So, you know, coming from a society where parents say, you know, you have beta, you have to be engineer, you have to be a doctor, and you have to be this.
Yeah.
What would you say, like, you know, how do we kind of get out and become like the artist instead, or the cricketer?
Funny story with my mom, because I was raised in an Adventist background. You know, I still go to church. When I go to church, I go to the Adventist church. So cricket was like a no-no, for my mom especially. But that was my passion. And she did not want me to play. And I remember like leaving home on Fridays, she not knowing, and heading to the city. I would stay till Sunday, go back home, get a beating, and I would do it the next weekend. Until one day, I remember the principal of the secondary school I was attending, they were in the same church, and he told my mom, you don't want this, he's really good. Because the coaches used to come at the school and, you know, ask for me to come on trials. And he told my mother, you know what, your son is really good. And he has a passion for cricket. And you don't want him growing up and he will have all this remorse towards you and this regret towards you that you didn't let him go. And my mom slowly let me go, and even before that, she didn't like when I played cricket, but every time she heard my name on the radio, oh, she had the biggest smile because her friends telling her, oh, I heard your son's name, he's doing well. I was like, I never get it. You know, I also remember standing up in church and asking a lecturer who came in the church. And I said, you know, you all say God said you must use your talents, but I have a talent to play cricket. Why is it you not letting, my parents not letting me go and play cricket? Isn't that a talent God gave me? Well, my mother didn't like that much. But, you know, I think God has a plan for everybody. And cricket has really changed life for me and my family, for my island, you know, becoming the first St. Lucian to actually play international cricket. You know, it has worked wonders for me. Look, I'm here from St. Lucia. St. Lucia has 180,000 people. Pakistan has 230 million?
Probably.
And Clara's boy is over here being loved.
That's awesome.
Getting an award, the highest civil award in Pakistan. So you see, Alhamdulillah, God had a plan for me.
He did. And I have 3 questions for you. Last 3, okay. When will West Indies be visiting for next first series, do you think?
I'm not sure. I've not checked the calendar. But I know we thought sometime year before, West Indies toured Pakistan. I think now, you know, teams are coming. You know, I remember us taking a small step in PSL 2, getting the finals there in Lahore. I think that was a small step in the right direction. Now, Hashim Amla and I was having a conversation, and I think Javed asked, what's the difference between now and 5 years ago? And I think the major difference coming to Pakistan now, you know, 4 years ago, players would be calling me, Darren, you think I'm going over there, what do you think? You think we should go? When West Indies was coming, the captain had to call me, man, should I go on this tour? To now, players asking, where can I play golf?
Oh.
You understand? Can we go to dinner these places? So the quote-unquote threat of security, you know, that is slowly diminishing from people's minds. And I think that's what we want.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah.
Your favorite Urdu word?
Urdu
Yeah.
or Pashto.
Both. Or
I
either.
think if one thing I learned early and I never forget was Sangaye.
And what does that mean?
It means how are you? In Pashto. You didn't know that?
No,
Oh, I
no.
taught you something today.
No, you did actually. Yes, thank
How
you.
do you say it in Urdu?
Kaise ho?
Kesio.
Of course, always.
Yeah,
Thank you so much for being in our home, Darren Sammy. It was fantastic to meet you.
My pleasure.
And this was fun. I enjoyed it.
Yes,
I hope you did too.
And I hope your viewers go out and try on the Darren Sammy by bandana.
I have a feeling they will.
And wait in June for the cologne.